Peter Harris. A man's been charged with causing grievous bodily harm and dangerous driving after an incident in Northumberland. Police were called on Friday evening to report a car had been repeatedly driven at a pedestrian on St Thomas's Crescent in Alnwick before leaving the scene. The victim remains in hospital with serious leg injuries. Now, he died of motor neurone disease at the age of 42, and now friends and family of former footballer Tony Hopper have been celebrating his life on what would have been his 50th birthday. The father of three, who played for Carlisle United and Workington, died in 2018, and today a charity match was held in Penrith in aid of the Motor Neurone Disease Association and Eden Valley Hospice, and his wife Sue has been speaking about his illness and legacy.
Even though we sort of knew that it was going to be significant, and the likelihood is it was MND, being told categorically you have MND was just absolutely, it was devastating. The minute you get that diagnosis, there's no hope. It feels like there's no hope. There's no treatment. You know, there's just nothing. It's just a terminal diagnosis. It's basically being told you're going to die and you're going to deteriorate from this moment forward to the point where you're not going to be able to eat, breathe, use your arms, use your legs, do anything that you want to do independently, and it's only going to get worse from right now. And I think that being told that, I genuinely don't know what I would do if I was told that, and watching somebody else get that news is absolutely, it's devastating. So Tony would have been 50, so we're celebrating his 50th birthday, so the 31st of May. So we would have always celebrated his 50th. It's a big birthday, so it felt wrong not to sort of commemorate it with some sort of event. People get behind whatever I'm doing for him because he was that special. And I don't ever want to forget that. And I don't want to forget that for a number of reasons. First of all, because he died of such a cruel disease, and I think MND, I think there is a cure. There's so many advances coming forward, especially with AI. So we just need to keep reminding people. But also, because of who he was, I want to keep that for the boys. I want to keep his memory alive. I want them to remember him. I want them to talk about him, because he's not here, but he's still part of their lives so significantly. So it's important that we do keep that going.
Remembering Tony Hopper. A North Yorkshire town hit by flash flooding 6 years ago could finally get some funding to help stop it happening again. Torrential rain led to flooding in Leyburn in 2019. Other communities affected have already had funding, but Leyburn missed out. More than £750,000 is being sought for flood alleviation measures. Now, two brothers rescued at sea by the RNLI have completed a major fundraising challenge for the charity by running a half marathon every day in May. Ewan Gray and his brother Andrew got into trouble when they were caught in a rip current last year while surfing in Tynemouth. Stuart Wincup reports.
The final leg of their marathon challenge, raising money for the volunteers who rescued them.
Wow, they saved our lives really, so we're home everything. And we've constantly asked, what would you say to the RNLI? We don't have words, so we thought we'll show them with actions.
Ewan and Andrew got into trouble when they went surfing at Tynemouth and got caught in a rip current. Both used the RNLI's float to live manoeuvre to survive, while a lifeboat was sent to rescue them. And they're now fronting a national safety campaign.
It's incredible to actually see people you've rescued do such incredible work. And to join in today, you actually get involved, it's lovely. It's good.
This afternoon, the brothers completed their 31st and final half marathon.
The amount of support that's here today is just incredible. I didn't quite expect as many people to come down. And also the legs are feeling pretty happy to be done.
Pretty overwhelmed, to be honest. So it's a lot going on, but it's all good.
Ultimately, all our lives to the RNLI, and so to be able to give back in this way is really, really good.
Stuart Wincup, BBC Look North, Lowfell.
They've earned a rest. Right, let's get the weather now with Kaye Forster.
Good evening. Well, apart from a few showers, it's actually been a fairly decent weekend, but things are about to change. Now, we're going to be dry for much of the evening and for the first part of the night. Some clear skies for a time as well, but then the cloud increases and we've got some rain pushing in towards the latter parts of the night. Temperatures are going to drop down to around 11 or 12 degrees tonight. But yeah, it's pretty wet tomorrow morning, and that rain will be on and off throughout the day tomorrow. It will be heavy at times as well. Some breaks in it, perhaps even some glimmers of brightness, but in general, it's cloudy, it's wet, and it's a bit cooler than it has been as well. We're going to see temperatures getting up to around 17 to 18 degrees, and that really sets us up for an unsettled week ahead. We're going to see some heavy thundery showers this week, some strong winds as well. Temperatures more like the mid to high teens.
And we'll have an update about 10:20. Bye for now.